Hi, Carl here for Proav TV. I'm at the Atomos stand talking to Travis about the new Shogun 7 and the other new products from Atomos. So, Travis, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us.
My pleasure.
What have we got new at Atomos?
So this year, one of the big things that we're showing off is the Shogun 7. So it's the next step in the evolution of the Shogun. We've had the Shogun Inferno, and now with the Shogun 7. Big story here is that it's a 360 zone backlight controlled panel. So we're talking increased blacks, better highlights, better gradient overall. Additionally, on the back, it's also going to give you the capability of doing 4 quad streams of HD to do the switching. So kind of similar to what the Sumo does, but allowing you to do that at a 7-inch level, which is quite nice. And then additionally, the big story here is Dolby support. So the fact that we can actually do Dolby output to your Dolby Vision certified panels.
So let's break down each one of those in a little bit more detail. So the Dolby thing's quite cool. I mean, there's not very many things that are supported by Dolby. So that's great to see you guys working in partnership.
True. It's been a wonderful partnership so far, and kind of the real point of this is to give people a solution to be able to actually see what it is that they're trying to capture with that Dolby Vision, getting the metadata all the way through to post-production. So it's just
I guess post-production is where this is going to really live.
Correct. This is all about playback and being able to actually view, whether it's on set or in post, being able to actually do playback and see the actual Dolby Vision look.
And I guess there's nothing to stop people using the actual display of the Shogun in post-production as well. I mean, we did see people using that more with the Sumo, but some people using it with the original Shogun Inferno as well.
True.
And this is a much better screen.
Much better screen, much better contrast control, so a lot brighter too, just in terms of kind of the way that everything pops. So yeah, definitely one that a lot of people are going to use in the field in a pinch for sure.
I mean, it was the first time that we'd seen the screen in person here, and the tonality, and particularly when you launched up some demo sort of footage shown in HLG, everything that you like about HDR just seems a lot more intense on this than it did on the previous models.
A lot more pronounced. So especially when you go over there and you look at the 3 monitors, the 3 different Shoguns that we had, you'll notice that there's a similar image on every single one of them. And really what kind of starts to pick up is the detail on edges, those levels from your midtones to your highlights, your midtones back down to your lowlights. You're seeing all that detail all the way up.
And they all look good, but the Shogun 7 really does look amazing.
It's definitely the next step, and we're pretty excited about it and the future of where this is going to take it.
So let's go over some of the live streaming bit. Now, we've seen live streaming in the Sumo and live switching like that, but they've always had to be synced by Genlock and stuff like that. So this is something you guys have been promising for a while now, and it's now here.
It is here, so a lot of people have been very excited, both with Sumo and now with Shogun 7, to have asynchronous, to have the ability to go ahead, lock in, take 4 camera sources, and do live switching. Get all that information in there in terms of a program channel and the individual streams, and then kick out all that information along with the metadata to an XML. You have that capability now without any sort of additional GIN source, so both the Sumo 19 firmware update, Shogun 7 will have the same capability.
So it literally is as simple as taking any 4 cameras with SDI, and you can have different cameras, just chucking the signal from all of them straight into the back of the Shogun or the Sumo. Simple as that.
Simple as that, and then it allows you to go ahead and use the same Atomos touchscreen functionality to just go through there and just choose the selection that you want in terms of the channel.
And I noticed that's what you guys have got set up here to do your live broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. We've actually got 2 little switching stations. We've got one on the far end over there with a bunch of cameras on a live set, and then we've got another switching option here, and then we are doing presentations using the switching monitor as well.
Cool. So let's go over a bit more briefly on the other new things, because the Shogun 7 is the big news.
Of course.
But I mean, the one thing I was super pleased to see was that little SDI module for the Ninja 5. Right from the launch of the Ninja 5 with that expansion slot on the back, almost my first question to Jeremy was, okay, cool, so you can get SDI into this, right?
It was an eventuality for us, but the really nice part about it is the in and out, the fact that you've got the ability to do both. It's a little module that plugs right into the back of the port where normally you would have had the battery, and then additionally you can power it. And then from there, it's just turning your little Ninja 5 into an SDI-capable monitor.
Which is really cool. And talking of SDI-capable monitors, there's the Shinobi.
So with the Shinobi, the really nice part about that is everybody's loved what we've got with the Shinobi HDMI, but SDI has obviously been a big ask. So it's giving you that same functionality just in terms of minus recording, all the scopes, all the tools, everything you're used to having in Atomos in the operating system, but basically just in the SDI format, and still giving you HDMI at the same time.
But it can't do cross conversion or anything like that, can it?
Can't do cross conversion in terms of going HDMI to SDI, vice versa. So yeah, it's just SDI or HDMI.
Do you know if the Ninja 5 with the module on the back can do that?
So the Ninja 5, as of right now, that's to be determined. But yeah, as of right now, it's just it.
Cool. Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, my pleasure.